What is going on, guys? This is Tharshey and welcome back to another R.U.S.E video on the channel. Today we have an amazing 3v3 on Center of Gravity. It's me and two of my friends who are in voice chat against these other three guys. So if you guys do enjoy this, then please do drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to turn on those post notifications, as this was an absolutely amazing comeback. Anyway, let's get right into this video. Okay, so let's kick this one off and start the replay. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna just times 4 speed for now. Okay, so what am I doing? Oh, okay. Yeah, so I went 3 depots, armor base up there, and I tried to rush them from behind, so I sending another armor base to the side, but I don't think it worked. Yeah, they destroyed my armor base up front, so that's like 30 bucks gone, and I still have to research my Panthers and stuff, so that's a pretty expensive loss early game. I did put another armor base over there though, and I got that going. Let me just slow this down. My partner Thomas got 2 airfields going. He's British, so he's got his Spitfires up. My other partner, Captain Timmy, he's playing American. He's got a secondary HQ up front. He got both depots and he's got his barracks and stuff going in the meantime. So let's speed this up again. So I thought this was gonna make it, but unfortunately they had recon there and then they sniped my truck. So that was a failed thing. So that definitely set my team back a bit because it wasted like 60 bucks on that. And I had researched a bunch of medium tanks which we wouldn't really use at a later stage, but whatever. Instead I pushed out a Panther or 2 just so they couldn't rush us with infantry or a bunch of light stuff. In the meantime, their Russian player was making Su-85, yeah, so those tank destroyers. They had a British guy as well and they had an American, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, so I'm just making a couple Panthers. Then, oh yes, I remember what I did, yeah. So once I had all 4 Panthers, yeah, I didn't have recon, but I told my friend to push up his recon, and then I just pushed up with the Panthers and I raided their front lines a bit. So as you can see, I destroyed one of their tanks. They have some anti-air, but I'm not bothering with that. I'm taking out their depot, so I took out a depot, then I'm going to attack the artillery and anti-air base. So he's pushing out some tank destroyers, so these are the advanced ones, Su-100s. But my tanks are still pretty strong, even though they're just medium tanks, because they are advanced medium tanks and they're pretty good. My partner sent in these planes and he hit the other British air, the enemy air force. In the meantime, I'm raiding, so I took out their depot. Now that's the artillery and anti-air base gone. I'm charging forward here and I'm taking out their barracks. So yeah, I managed to get the barracks. I am losing Panthers now, but the reason why is because I'm not even bothering to fight these. I'm just setting my tanks in to kill the enemy stuff, and I'm not actually bothering to use them to actually fight the enemy anti-tank. If I did, I probably could have killed it because they were producing one at a time. But I was just raiding front lines and destroying bases, so they lost 40 from that depot, like another 45 or something from the artillery and anti-air base, another 30 from the barracks, so you know, that's already like over $100 they lost. And now we're destroying this depot as well. Oh, my partner was supposed to trade with the infantry. I'm not sure if he was though, but he was supposed to. I don't think we got that, but still, he lost like 3-4 buildings there, and I lost my 4 tanks. I could have had a better trade-off. It was kind of even, but all in all, it wasn't too bad. So yeah. Anyway, I only have my 3 depots. My economy is absolutely trash. I do have these 2 front depots, but they don't really survive very long. So I got my armor base going. I'm just gonna speed this replay up now. So let's just see, what am I doing? I'm pretty sure I was researching King Tigers, yeah. Let's see what, yeah, I'm busy, yeah, I'm researching King Tigers. So now I'm pushing my first King Tigers out. And then I also need to start building my admins pretty soon, because we're 10 minutes in and I have no admins at all. I just pushed a light tank up here just to scout for any infantry and stuff going. So yeah, let's see what else. Okay, and now I'm gonna start building my economy up here. So I'm pretty sure this is a secondary HQ, or just, nah, this is an admin. So the reason why I deployed it over here is because we were deploying all our admins in this sector. That way we could use one camouflage net and keep the entire team's admins safe. If I had deployed them here, I would have to camo it myself, and I didn't really want to waste Ruse on that, so I just left that. So I only have I have 2 King Tigers. I did lose this 1 depot to artillery, and I'm about to lose the second one as well. Yeah, I just lost the second one, because they had a bunch of heavy artillery positions that the Russians had. So yeah, that was pretty annoying. But yeah, I only have 2 King Tigers. I'm just building economy now. As you can see, this is like 3 admins, because I was pretty low on depots. I only had 3 depots. They had like 20 bucks left in each one. I lost my 2 front depots, so I definitely needed to get some admins for money. So I'm just going to speed through this part because this is just me building admins. So 4 admins down, and I'm still building admins. This is $500 in admins I just built now. My partner is trying to keep their air at bay though. and I built a barracks. This was for recon. I'm pretty sure I had to replace my armor base because these guys, their heavy artillery positions were just destroying me. I have 7 admins though, so at least I have some money. Though I keep losing my bases, and this is not something I can replace. I did have camouflage on there, but I'm pretty sure they had, yeah, they had a bunch of recon. They had some recon over there, some more recon over there. Because of that, they were a thing. I had 4 King Tigers only, but yeah. 5, 6, I built 2 more. I built a secondary HQ so I can deploy my admins a bit faster over here. And in case they came and bombed my main HQ, at least I would have a second base. Now my partner is also building some Fireflies. So I push forward with my King Tigers a little bit, he pushes forward with his Fireflies. We actually made them waste a Blitz Fanner here because they probably thought we were going to push in. I mean, it kind of worked for their air, but for their ground forces that was a bit of a waste. I'm rebuilding my armor base in the meantime so I can start making some more King Tigers. And I think he's gonna push forward. Oh, I told my partner, I was like, I think they push forward, so that's why he moved his tank destroyers back. These tank destroyers though, they pack a punch, but let me just pause here. They pack a punch, but if you do this, you can see they're not really the best armor wise. I only have 45mm armor. My King Tigers have 75mm armor. So yeah, though they pretty much do the same damage. So my King Tigers were more like meat shields, though they also could deal some good damage. And the Fireflies were to, you know, help pack a punch in the back. Then yeah, he's trying to destroy my armor base. I don't even think I saw that, to be honest, because he didn't really shoot at that for too long. Let me slow this down. It's just the air raids going on, so the British on their team was trying to snipe our infantry, recon and stuff like that. Our guy was just blowing admins, so he didn't have that much air at this point, which was kind of bad because it just gave them time to, like, you know, just to shoot us down and stuff. He did have some planes, but not as much as the enemy guy. But let's see, admin wise, I think we had more admins. We had 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27. We had like 32 admins, I think. Ooh, let me slow down. So I push forward here. Now, the reason why, you can see a lot of this push is infantry. The reason why I did this is because, so you see, the enemy guys, the Russian, was just using advanced tank destroyers, so that's anti-tank, which can only hit enemy armor. It cannot hit infantry. Obviously they did have some infantry there to protect it against infantry, but what we did was I built up a whole lot of tanks to push up, and I also just spammed a whole lot of infantry. So like this is like 12 infantry. So my infantry pushed through, destroyed their infantry, and now half their tank destroyers are not even dying to my tanks, they're actually just dying to infantry. So we pushed with tanks and infantry because our infantry would take out their anti-tank while our tanks could deal damage. So let me just slow this down though. He did come in with these planes because he got typhoons at this point. We have some anti-air, but not enough. Our partner's air was just sitting back, not doing much, but it was fine because our infantry came forward and literally took out all the enemy anti-tank. Like, just look, we destroyed this entire line of anti-tank. Unfortunately, I didn't have much King Tigers left. I only had 2 left, so I couldn't really do too much with that. But my partner couldn't push forth either because he only had anti-tank. He didn't have any tanks, so they could have just rushed out some infantry. They did have another line of anti-tank coming out though, and the American did have super Pershing, so that was a bit of a problem for us if we did want to push up. I have some more infantry coming out, but at this point it's probably just better for me to save the infantry. Let me just speed it up a bit to ×4. And at this point I honestly thought they were going to win because they had so much more than us in terms of units up front. I only had my 2 King Tigers, and my partner just had a little bit of anti-tank. So he sent it to me so that we could hopefully be together. So this is where we pull back a bit. Sorry for that, guys. Yeah, and then yeah, they push me forward. So they're pushing forward with a whole lot of infantry, some tanks, and some anti-tank. I honestly don't know, like their communication probably wasn't the best because they could have pushed forward here and taken us out. But the American pushed forward with these super Pershings, but the Russian was just sitting back, and that there probably just cost them the game because if they just pushed us together with the anti-tank up front first, with the Pershings supporting, they probably would have been fine. But yeah, I had a nice firing line of King Tigers now, and I was just destroying all the anti-tank they had. I lost I don't even think, did I even lose a single King Tiger? I don't think so. Because I was also spamming infantry once again, because this entire Russian force is just anti-tank and infantry. Only the American had actual tanks, so yeah. My teammate was also sending 1 or 2 Fireflies though. They didn't have much though. So let me just speed this up to ×4. And now I'm just reinforcing my King Tiger line. and I literally lost no King Tigers there. They lost so many units trying to push us. And now the American is pushing again. The Russian was just sitting back. I don't know why. But yeah. And now look at us. We just attacked with infantry again. We attacked with infantry again, and our infantry cleared out their anti-tank again. This time they managed to retreat a lot of it, but still. We are just clearing house with that. Now I have like, what is this? 14 King Tigers I'm pushing forward with. I probably could have held back. No, I didn't. Okay. I thought I pushed forward with them. Oh wait, I did? Yeah, I did push forward. I blitzed Vanna. Okay. So I pushed forward. I did a bit of damage, but honestly it was not worth it. We sent some infantry again, but they had more, so yeah. I kind of lost all my King Tigers. Yeah, and this is where me and my team, we were literally like, okay, we lost this, guys. It's game over for us. But luckily they didn't push. I don't know why. These guys could have pushed us. They had enough to push us. They had enough anti-tank. They had some tanks as well. They could have pushed us, but they didn't, so they gave me time to replenish my King Tigers. And I only had like 3 armor bases. Oh no man, I did build another 2 there. So my production wasn't too slow. But yeah. Even yeah, every time they push, it's only the American pushing first, the Russian just sitting in the middle. So now he does actually try to push us here, but I have a lot of King Tigers now, and I got more coming out, and they're just pushing like head forward. So, and this is a bunch of AA and stuff. So honestly, their timing just wasn't the best. Like the American pushed my teammate Captain Timmy now. Captain Timmy is just literally spamming infantry to try and keep them back, and the Russian guy was just sitting here trading shots with me. If he just pushed forward, he could have wiped my tanks out, came through, destroyed all our admins and beaten us, but he didn't. So honestly, it was just the lack of coordination on the enemy team that ended up allowing us to win this. Though me and my teammates, we obviously did our best, and we were in voice chat, so therefore we could much more easily communicate and stuff. They kept shooting my bases with RT, which was really annoying, but whatever. And now, because they were using so much of anti-tank, the anti-tank, let's see, the Su-100s are, how much are they? They're $25. They are $25, the Su-100. Obviously they, what am I doing? Su-100, there you go. Yeah, they're $25, and they're basically as good as my tanks against armor, and my tanks are $50. So because of that, I deployed I'm trying to deploy an anti-tank base here. That way I can produce Jack-D Panthers and use those to supplement my ranks, because I have a lot of tanks for enemy infantry and stuff. So just having some anti-tank is much cheaper, and it's more guns to deal damage with. So let me just speed this up again. Obviously the artillery is still pounding us, and the artillery probably got them so many kills because I lost so many bases to the artillery. Because they had recon forward, they were still able to see it even though it was under camouflage. And my partner went in with his Typhoons and his stuff, so I blitzfanned at him there. He lost a couple, but luckily he didn't lose too much. And in the end, I think it was worth it because he did kill a lot as well. And now I'm starting to produce my anti-tank, so let me just speed this up. Because this is just a waiting period, so yeah, it's just waiting with a whole lot of artillery back and forth. In the meantime, I'm just trying to produce, yeah, okay, there we go. So I produced a whole lot of anti-tank now. And now I'm pushing again. This time I'm pushing with 39 units, and at least half of those are King Tigers. Like there's about 20 King Tigers with like 10-15 anti-tank or Jack-D Panthers. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but hopefully I am. And yeah, so now I push forward. My King Tigers are clearing their woods out. They had a whole lot of anti-aircraft, maybe a little bit of anti-tank. They're trying to strafe as well, but my partner is going to send his air in pretty soon, and I'm just pushing forward now because there's no reason not to. I have enough to beat them. I was a bit annoyed here because, yeah, I was a bit annoyed there because I lost a lot to their Typhoons, and I was like, dude, push your planes up and help. So he did push them up a bit afterwards. So yeah, and this is pretty much the end for the enemy because I'm putting some tanks here. So I pushed my King Tigers up here. I only have a few left, like 14 left, and I'm losing a whole lot to their airplanes. But I destroyed a lot of the Russian guys' anti-tank lines. And now this is where our biggest break comes through. So I have like 3 King Tigers. So my friend, the guy in the middle, Thomas, he was like, push those King Tigers up here and attack America. So I did. I pushed 3 King Tigers up. Obviously, it was not going to be enough to counter all the super Persians this guy made. But luckily, Captain Timmy also had like, I think 2, 5. He had 8 super Persians. So he's 8 super Persians, and my 3 King Tigers were able to push up and basically collapse the enemy's left flank. And from there, we just wiped through the rest of them. So as you can see, I'm pushing my King Tigers up, and he's pushing his Super Pershings up, and our other partner is sending in his Typhoons, and he's clearing out the enemy tanks as well as their bunkers, so it's basically a clear way in for us. And the Russian guy, I thought he was going to push back up, so I'm pretty sure I started producing more units maybe. Now my partner was producing Super Pershing, so we were fine over there. And yeah, the one guy on the enemy team surrendered because we pushed up here, we destroyed a bunch of his admins and stuff. He only has a few left, and we're going to destroy those pretty soon. So let me just continue speeding this up. And yeah, I'm starting to produce some Super Pershing and some infantry again, because this is just a line of tank destroyers basically, and anti-air, there's nothing else. But now it's too late for them because they have this here, but we're destroying the entire economy in the back. We have King Tiger Super Pershing destroying all the admins there. They have some anti-tank here, but we have a lot of Super Pershings and my King Tiger, and we're just destroying all their admins, and without an economy now, we're basically just gonna finish them. So yeah, another thing, these anti-tank can only fire when they're standing still. While moving they can't fire. So while they were moving forward trying to get into position, our 4 tanks were just lighting them up and destroying them. So if I just speed this up, yeah, we pushed forward here with these, Captain Jimmy pushed forward with his army of Super Pershings, and I have a whole lot of King Tigers and Jackpot Manthers as well ready to push up. And we're also clearing out their anti-tank here, destroying all their admins, so they have no money and they basically can't do anything. And they pretty much just quit at this point. So yeah, this was a pretty good game. Like honestly, there was a couple moments there that were pretty dicey, and if the enemy just worked a bit better, they probably could have beaten us. Like if they just pushed more in cohesion with one another, they could have pushed us back and destroyed us, but they didn't, so we were able to win. Overview, we had 32,000 in money, they had 20,000, so we did have a lot more money than them. Who had the most money? Thomas made the most, Captain Timmy made the second most. My money was kind of bad. Kills, we had 16,000 kills and 11,000 losses. They had 18,000 losses, 11,000 kills, so pretty good game overall, and hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please do drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to turn on those post notifications. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video.